Hello friends, welcome to the Trading Temple channel. Today, once again, we're going to analyze the NEAR protocol chart and see what changes have occurred in our short-term targets and what developments have taken place in the market over the past week. First of all, we'll start with the Bitcoin chart. This is the Bitcoin chart, and as I mentioned, over the past week, there's a very strong support level here that it has just touched, and we've seen a small bounce, but we haven't reached any new all-time highs yet. But the chart is doing exactly what we want it to do. In the total market cap chart, you can see that the chart is sitting nicely right on the support level I mentioned here. It formed an engulfing candle, and now the price is moving upward. And in the 4-hour time frame, we can see that there's a small trend line here, which might cause a drop of a few percent before we head back up again. But overall, both the total market cap and Bitcoin are bullish. And on the other hand, regarding Bitcoin dominance, the interesting thing that happened, as I explained last week as well about dominance and Bitcoin, is that in the daily time frame, we hit the 78.6% Fibonacci level where we formed a lower low. Right now, we've tested a resistance. In the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we've tested a resistance and formed a flag pattern, which was broken today. That's good news for those who want altcoins to go up. With this flag being broken, it's highly likely that we'll see further downward moves in Bitcoin dominance. And don't forget, when Bitcoin dominance drops, altcoins go up. On the NEAR protocol chart, we currently don't observe much significant change, but as I previously mentioned, in the 4-hour time frame, the crucial and well-established level around $2 to $2.25 effectively held the price, preventing further decline, and now it's slowly but steadily moving upwards. In this particular section that you can clearly see, I am meticulously drawing a distinct box right here. In this area, we have a lot of resistances. That's why the price can't really make significant upward moves right now. Usually it has to test it several times, and after multiple attempts, it's like a door that you keep hitting until it gradually breaks. The harder you hit, the more likely the door will break, and as you can see here, we have a resistance that we've tested several times but haven't been able to break through. We have a trend line here, and it's been tested 3 times at this point. Once here and twice here. It couldn't break through, and at the same time, we have the moving averages here. The 200-day moving average gave us a bit of trouble at this point. We tested it twice and got rejected. Fortunately, after hitting this support level, we moved back above the 50-day and 100-day moving averages. As long as we can't break through this box that I've drawn here, the situation remains a bit risky. But based on the analysis I did on Bitcoin and the total market cap, in the next move, if the total market cap goes up and breaks its all-time highs, we could see the price of NEAR protocol reach $8. Why am I saying this? Because if we break this trend line and move up, at the same time we'll break the moving average and the trend line, do a nice back test, and then go up, down, and up, $8. The price can easily go up to $8. And let's remember, in the trading game, everything is about probability. There's a 70 to 80% chance, based on what I see in Bitcoin and the total market cap, that the price of NEAR protocol could reach $8 in the short term. And it will break through these strong resistances in this area over the coming weeks. One interesting thing I found is that this is the dominance of NEAR protocol. And as you can clearly see, the current price is at its absolute lowest level, a truly remarkable and opportune moment. When the price reaches its very lowest point, that's precisely when you should strategically consider becoming a buyer, because in times when everyone else is feeling scared, uncertain, or even panicking, that's exactly when the truly smart and insightful individuals are making their decisive purchases. For a compelling example right now, take a close look at the Ethereum chart, observing its current market behavior and historical trends. You can see that Ethereum is close to its all-time highs, and you can see that it's hit its all-time highs once, twice, 3 times. This is the 4th time. Now look at the near protocol chart. Near protocol right now is in this area. It still hasn't made the kind of move that Ethereum has. So look, you see where the near protocol chart is and where is Ethereum. Ethereum is here. And the money that flows into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, in the coming weeks, it will flow out and go into coins that are ranked 20th, 30th, and so on. And if you look at the near protocol chart against Bitcoin, where do you think it is? It's at its all-time low, meaning the lowest level it could possibly be. And in the past 3 years, it has dropped by nearly 96%. And something interesting that I found in this chart is that if we switch to the weekly time frame, we see that the RSI, a divergence has occurred. Divergence means that in the RSI, the price is moving upward. That is, we see here in the weekly time frame on our chart, we've formed a lower low, lower highs, and lower lows. But what about now? We see a divergence in the RSI. And at the same time that we see this divergence, we notice that if we draw a trend line from top to bottom, this trend line has been broken and we've made a higher high in the. And this can really be a very strong signal for near protocol in the coming weeks and months, indicating that the price has the potential to rise up to this level. Its dominance can also increase to this level, and its price can very likely go up to this point and this point as well. We have to remember that the trading game is never 100% certain, and everything is about probability. What I mentioned has a 70 to 80% chance of happening based on the analysis I've done on Bitcoin dominance, the Bitcoin chart, and the total market cap. That was today's video about near protocol and its short-term targets. And remember, this is not financial advice and I am not a financial advisor. Until the next video, goodbye.